Hey, Uncle Bubba here. You ready to cook some dinner? Let's cook. So I picked up 2 packages of chicken tenders the other night for something that my wife had to do for work for a potluck. She had to bring some grilled chicken. She doesn't need it now, so we're gonna use it. I'm gonna make some chicken and bell pepper skewers with some rice. So let's cook it. We're gonna start with some olive oil. I'm gonna say about half a cup. That's probably about half a cup. I have a half cup of olive oil in here. I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup of honey. I'm making like a honey and lemon juice and olive oil mixture that I'm gonna cook my chicken in. All right, and then I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. All right, turn my burner on. Probably about medium heat. I'm gonna start heating my pan. Let's go prep our chicken. Okay, I just washed my chicken in the sink. Do you wash your chicken? Do you not wash your chicken? Some people do, some people don't. I like to wash my chicken. Let me know if you do. Let me know if you don't. While I'm cooking, and why I like to kind of make it look like you're in my kitchen over my shoulder, is growing up, my grandparents didn't live very close to us. So I always had an elderly neighbor that lived near me. When I was a kid, till I was 9, we lived next door to this lady named Maxine. And I would go over there and I would get a root beer and some candy from her. She was just a sweet little old lady. And I would just visit with her at her kitchen table till I was 9. I was probably maybe 6 to 9, somewhere around there. I still remember that to this day. Or when I was 9, we moved. And I'm just cutting my chicken while I talk. And then we moved. And I had a neighbor named Jane from about 9 till I was probably 16, probably around there. And I would go over there with her. I mowed her yard when I got older for money. And that's how I made some money as a teenager. But I would go over there while she was hanging her Christmas lights and talk to her. It's probably that annoying little neighbor kid that some people are annoyed with, but she always seemed to enjoy it. Her kids were grown. She was retired. And so I would go over there and she'd be cooking in her kitchen. And I'd just be in the kitchen with her, talking to her while she was cooking. And so I still think of that to this day. In middle school, she used to drop me off at those events if my parents couldn't do it, and she would pick me up. If I needed someone to pick me up and my parents weren't able to, I would call her as my emergency contact. She was always there. Her name was Jane. And I still remember her to this day also. And so, but yeah, I remember just standing in her kitchen while she cooked anything and everything, just about. And until it was dark, and then I would go home and go to bed, get up and go to school. And then I got home from school, I'd go back up over to her house if she was home. So yeah, there's a lot of good memories there. And then as I got older, there was this lady up the street named Miss Phyllis. And I would go up there. She was a little bit disabled. She couldn't get around very well. Her mobility was limited a little bit. But I would go up there and cook. And I would cook for her. She would instruct me on how to cook and what to do. And then as I was cooking, we would cook the meal. She would tell me what the ingredients to put in, what I'm making. And then I would cook the meal. And we would eat it with her. And my youngest son at the time would eat it too. So she was helping us eat because I wasn't making very much money at that time. And both my wife and I were new in our jobs, and we had an infant, so we were trying to take care of him. And so she had the company of us, and we fed her because we cooked the food. And then I learned how to cook, and we were able to eat with her. And it was a win-win situation. It was great. We would pick her up in the morning and go to church every now and then, not always. I used to mow her yard also. I would take her trash out. I would just do different things for her. And we did a good amount of time until we moved. My family moved, and then we didn't see her as much. But yeah, I have good memories of always having a little old lady next to me, or I was taking care of a little old lady. We enjoyed the company just as much as they did. All right, I have the seasonings here: salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. I'm gonna just dump it in, and I'm gonna mix it with my hand. I'm just gonna coat the chicken just a little bit with seasoning. Oop. I always have one jumper. Always got one jumper out of here. And our pan is over on the stove. It's good and hot. We're gonna go cook up our chicken. Now I do all the cooking, so I can't really watch it anymore. I'm the one doing it. But now you're watching. You're watching. I forgot skewers. So we will not be having chicken and pepper skewers. We will be mixing it in a pan and tossing it in the oven. But it's still gonna be good. So I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Let's go ahead and make our rice. Got some chicken broth. I'm gonna do 2 cups. Put in my 2 cups of chicken broth. I put in a teaspoon of this teriyaki sauce. I'm just gonna bring it to a boil, and then we're gonna put in our 2 cups of rice. I can't believe I didn't get my skewers for my kabobs. I was gonna originally put it all together on a kebab and put it in the oven, but I put it in my cast iron skillet, threw the peppers in there with the chicken, let it cook. It's gonna be just as good. I'm gonna throw it over the rice. It's gonna be good. It's gonna taste the same. It just won't look as pretty. Looks ain't everything though, right? I don't think so. It's the personality, I think, that matters. You can be the prettiest person on earth, but have an ugly personality, and I'll think you're ugly. What do you think? I put the same amount of liquid in as I do the rice. So I put 2 cups in. I'm gonna put 2 cups of rice. Turn it off the heat, and we're gonna put a lid on it and just let it sit for 5 minutes. Let the rice get tender. I'm waiting for my food to get done. It's got 5 more minutes in the oven. Dottie Doo is eating her dinner. She got her dinner early tonight. Right, Dottie Doo? Right, puppy dog? I pulled my skillet out of the oven. That's what it looks like. It looks delicious, don't it? And my rice is ready. Let's make a little plate. It's really hot. It's gonna burn my mouth. Good. Very good. Dinner's ready.